my YouTube channel. For everyone who's new to the channel, hi guys, my name is Trishna and I make videos on beauty, lifestyle, travel. Basically I try and incorporate everything on my channel. So if this is your interest area, please do hit that subscribe button. I know I have been away for almost 3 weeks or maybe more now, because if you follow me on my Instagram, you might be aware that I and Pratik both had contracted COVID, and to be very honest, I didn't feel to do anything during that time. Even though our symptoms were mild, we just didn't feel right to do a lot of things, like any sort of activity. So we just kept it like we ate our medicines, we ate good food, and we watched a lot of Netflix, a lot of K-dramas and stuff. So we just took rest, let our body heal itself, recover. So today's video, as I've already read the title, is about the first impressions of Colourpop's Limoncello. So without doing a lot of talking, let's get on the video and see what all amazing products Colourpop has sent across. So this is how the packaging looks like. It's called Made in LA. It gives you a proper summery vibe and lot of lemons over it with a lot of blue. And when you open it, it says Limoncello. When life gives you lemons, make limoncello. So this is how the packaging looks like. I have kept it intact, though I did use a lot of products. So I will do one thing, I'll insert some pictures right here to show you what all looks I have created using the Limoncello palette. Apart from that, I kept this as it is because I wanted to shoot the YouTube video. So I clearly remember in my last video about the room makeover, where I had mentioned that if you want to check out this particular box of Limoncello, please subscribe. So in case you have yet not subscribed, please do, because subscription is absolutely free. Also, if you have missed out my room makeover video, you can click somewhere right here. So this particular range has a lot of products that they sent across. I'm going to start off with one of the most favorite product, that is the Limoncello Colourpop palette. This is the pressed powder palette, and this is how it looks like. And it is an eyeshadow palette with 12 colors. Also, the light is changing constantly because the weather has been really unfair towards me. Currently, I'm not sitting in my studio room because the weather has been unreal. It is 43 degrees right now, and I am legit sitting in my AC room, so I can probably at least cool down all the heat that's coming out from outside. So these are the gorgeous shades of the Limoncello palette. As you can see, I have used a lot of colors. You can see little dents around this one, even this one right here. So the colors are really vibrant. They all are like neutral tones with a little bit of pop, which is like of the pop of yellow. So it's called the Limoncello palette, and they have really fancy names that they have given. It's like Tuscan Fun, Fly Girl, Easy Peasy, Lemon Squeezy, Capri, Vespa, La Festa. Moving on to the next product that I have been using almost in most of my videos that I've been shooting off lately are these ones. These are like really minis. These are called Riviera Cruising. These are more like a eyeshadow sticks, and they are so pigmented, they are so beautiful. So this has like collection of 4, and yes, because they are so creamy and so pigmented, I have been using these 2 colors for my makeup looks, and it's like the brown and the blue, very basic colors. So brown can be used for like neutral eye makeups, and blue can be used if you want little quirky look. And it comes with a small little sharpener in the back. The blue color is actually the sharpener, so you can sharpen your this eye pencil. So I'm just going to swatch this color right here. So these are the 4 shades of Riviera Cruising, which is basically your eyeshadow sticks, and they are highly pigmented. As I mentioned, these 2 I have been using almost every single day. Because that I'm reviewing today, I could open this up. So I guess thanks to you guys that I could open this and see the actual color, and I am absolutely in love with these ones, because these 2 are the metallic shades, whereas these two are the neutral ones, which are more like matte shades. So you can use them for your almost everyday wear, and they are highly pigmented. I've already shown you the color, and it's super easy to blend as well. I will insert a picture where I have used one of this color somewhere right here, so you will get an idea what I'm talking about. Moving on to the next product, this has to be my favorite product. I guess every product that I'm mentioning is my favorite product, but I guess I cannot function without this when if I'm doing my eye makeup looks. I feel it's impossible for me to work without these, and that's the eyeshadow brushes. So they sent me a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brushes, out of which I am already using one of the brush, which is this one. This is called E21, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, I've already started using the brush, and the tip is really bad. I've not washed it, of course, because this is like, I've just used it twice, maybe not more. So yes, one is this one. I have been using this particular brush for you know, the eyeshadow, like the application around the eye area where I want a precision. I use this brush. Apart from that, I'm really excited to use this particular brush. It's called E6, and because I've been obsessed of lately to create those really, you know, dramatic and lined eyeshadow looks, more like graphic eyeliner, this one would be perfect for it. This is like more of a shader kind of a brush, but with a tip. So I can use this particular brush with any of the eyeshadow palettes, probably if it's in the liquid format or maybe in the powder format. This one is perfect. I guess this one works really well with you know, liquid form, because it gives you that precision when you want it. So I'm really excited to use this one. I have yet not started using it. So this is the next brush, which is more of a blending brush, and this is called E2. This is how it looks like. I really like the way the, you know, the brush, the fluff is. It's very nice and very soft, so the blending becomes really easy. And you know, like this portion where your blending happens has to be really smooth. You cannot be very harsh on this particular area of your skin, because this is the thinnest area of your whole body, is what I personally feel. So you have to be very gentle. So this kind of brush is perfect, where the bristles are really soft and blending is easy. So this one, I'm looking forward to using it. Right now I have a lot of blending brushes, so I'll not start using this like right away. So the next brush is E4. This is how it looks like. It's more of a flat kind of brush. So I personally feel that you can use flat kind of brushes for two things. One is for concealer, and second is for patting your glitter, you know, pigments. I personally prefer using it for glitter pigments, because I do not use my fingers to apply my glitter. I want my glitter pigment to be really pigmented. So what I do is I use this kind of flat brush. I spray it with my setting spray, dip it in a glitter palette or, you know, a glitter pigment, and rub it and then apply it. The application becomes really smooth. Apart from that, the application, like the glitter, pops up really well. So this is a quick tip. If you want, you can use a flat brush, something like this. You can use it either for concealer, like for concealing your eyes. If you want a cut crease kind of makeup, this kind of brush is really perfect to create that, you know, cut where you want it. And or else you can use it for, you know, glitter eyeshadows. So it's more like a multi-purpose kind of brush. Next one is this one. This is a very fluffy brush. Oh my god, it's so soft. I cannot even begin to tell you. This is F1. So F1 can be used for either, you can use it for powdering, like probably, you know, powder blushes or anything, or you can use it to buff off all the powder that you have used to set your makeup. So this one is perfect, and it is so fluffy, like so soft. I can just like, it's oddly satisfying to just like touch it and feel it on your body, because oh my god, it's really very soft and really very gentle. So this one can be used for both the things, because it is so soft. It will give you a nice blush effect. Also, if you want to buff away all your excess powder that you have applied, that it is best for that as well. So highly recommended. Moving on to next things, they have sent me Soul Body Shimmering Dry Oil and Glow Oil. These are the two products, and this is how it looks like. Both are different from each other. One is a dry oil and one is a glow oil. though I don't use these kind of products because I don't know, I mean, I'm not a body oil or that kind of a person, so I don't actually use it because I don't wear anything that is like, you know, revealing from here and below. So I personally don't like using a lot of oil, and you know, I'm very lazy, you can say. So this is how it looks like, and this is the shimmering dry oil. I don't know how to use this, to be very honest. So I don't know how much of the camera can pick this up, but it smells really great. It smells very much like a oil, but I don't see much of a glow. Maybe when it dries out it might shine and it might shimmer, but right now it's absolutely not doing anything for me. I will use it probably and then give you a review. These are just the first impressions, so I don't know how do you know, do it. You can use a brush for this. This is a glow oil, so let's try this one. I'm just going to use it somewhere else so we can get an idea. Nothing is coming out. Why? Is it broken? So I'm just taking very little of it. This is still doing a much better job, I feel, because you have to blend it and it will become more like a highlighter. But again, these two products, I really don't know if I'll be using them in near future or what, because I don't know. I mean, what is the sole purpose of this? I don't know, because I don't use body products and stuff like that. This one I am yet to figure out. I don't understand the purpose of this because it's actually not doing anything. Like, I don't see any sort of shine as well. Like, even when I open the window, I don't see any sort of shine. Probably I can use this for you know, prepping my skin, but I don't think it will make any difference. I can use just a normal face oil. They have also sent me Glisten Up Illuminating Mist, and this is how it looks like. So probably you have to just like use it as a mist. You can spray it, like shake it, and you have to spray it on your face and close your eyes and mist liberally on your face. This is infused with vitamin C, camu camu and white tea to support the complexion and stuff like that. I'm just gonna spray it from very far to see what it is making like what is it the purpose for. Oh, it feels really soft. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is the first time I'm using it. It smells very orangey. It smells good. It leaves a very moisturized effect on the skin. Also, it has a lot of glittery particles, so it will have little bit of glitter as well in the mist. I like this. I will probably use it when I do my makeup next. So this is a Glisten Up Illuminating Mist, and this is how it looks like. These are the 3 blushes that they sent me, and oh boy, the blushes are pretty amazing. This is how it looks like. This is how the packaging is, and it's called Coastal Life, Picnic Time and Cottage Life, and personally Cottage Life is my most favorite, so I'm going to start off with that one first. I love the packaging. It's a very beautiful lemon yellow packaging with a gold detailing. So this is how the color looks like. It's more of a terracotta kind of color, if you exactly know how terracotta color is. It's a beautiful shade. I absolutely loved it. I have yet not used it. I'm just swatching it for the first time, and it glides really well. It looks really subtle and pretty. It's more of a everyday wear, so if you want to wear it you know, probably for a day meeting or just day out, this is the kind of a color which is perfect for every skin tone, and it blends really well because it is so soft on the skin. Super duper creamy, super duper soft on the skin. So this one is my most favorite one. This is the Cottage Life, more of a terracotta kind of color. Moving to the next shade, this is called Picnic Time. I have yet not opened any of these. I'm opening it for the first time. This is a beautiful shade of coral pink, and this is how it looks like. It's a beautiful shade, beautiful packaging. I loved this color. This is so beautiful. Like, if I'm going on a you know, probably girls night out or a date night, this is the perfect kind of color. I want something which is subtle yet very appealing. This is the kind of color I would love to wear for all of my, you know, easy going makeup looks. Even if I'm just wearing this particular color on probably a picnic, as it is, the name is picnic time, I would also wear it on a holiday, just like little blush, and it just gives you a nice cheeky flushed looking skin. And I guess I have been obsessed of lately with this kind of looks where, you know, it's just a very subtle shade which gives you that glow from within, and it's just perfect. Perfect is the word. So yeah, picnic time has my heart right now. So this is the last shade that I'm trying, and this is called Coastal Drive. It's a very dark shade, something that you would wear for a party, and you know, probably a disco night if that's happening. I don't know when that's happening, but it's a pretty shade if you are someone who likes those dark makeup looks. Gory, it can't be gory, but more of a vampy kind of makeup looks, which is like a dark lip, probably subtle eye, or probably darker eyes and a subtle lips. This kind of blush would be perfect for you. I would love to wear these kind of blushes because I love wearing dark lipsticks. I love wearing dark makeup like eye makeup, and this kind of look, this kind of blush would be perfect for this kind of look. So yeah, I mean, I was expecting it to be more on the plummier side, like more on the like peach, more on the plum color side, like more of a wine color, but this is like a proper chocolate color. So I don't know how would it look on the skin, but I hope that it looks good. And last but definitely not the least from this particular package are the lipsticks. These are more of a glosses, so this is how it looks like. This is called Luxe, and these are all beautiful shades of different colors. One is Panna Cotta, one is Gelato, one is Biscuity. I guess they have labeled twice Panna Cotta to this particular shade. I hope they don't have the same shades. So this is called they do, huh? This is called Panna Cotta. This is a very neutral nude kind of shade, which is like if you like something which is absolutely no color, this is the kind of shade for you. It has a very beautiful vibrant nude, and this is how the shade looks like. I don't know how much of the camera would be able to pick it up. This is actually meant for a fairer looking skin tone. I wouldn't be able to wear this kind of color, so if you have skin tone like me, you can use it as a topper, but you can't use it just as this color because this might make you look washed out. I have yet not tried, but I can somehow tell that this kind of color might make you look washed out. So this is how the shade looks like. As you can see, it is almost blending with my skin right here, and I don't know if it would blend with my lips as well, but I have always stayed away from these kind of shades because they make me look really washed out, so I stay away from such shades. This one is also called Panna Cotta, but I just want to be sure. Oh, they have sent me 2 Panna Cottas. Is there a difference? No. Okay. Oh, that's a great thing, so I can give this away to someone. Next shade is Gelato. Oh, it's a beautiful pink with a hint of red, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this shade. It is so vibrant. I somehow always wear vibrant shades, like nudes, and these kind of shades are not my cup of tea, so I cannot actually wear them. And it gives you a nice pinkish orangish kind of color. As you can see, it really looks vibrant on the hand as well. This is how the color looks like right here. And last but definitely not the least is Biscuity. Biscuity is a very beautiful brown shade. I have tried this one. It looks very dark, but when you apply it, it's very subtle brown. It is not very dark brown. Also, I personally have not been using glosses like the lip toppers and stuff for really long. Because we have been obsessed with, you know, matte lipsticks, that we do not prefer wearing glosses or toppers. The reason being that now, because we are stuck in mask, and if you're keeping your, even before wearing mask, if you kept your hair open and if it flies, it used to get stuck to your lips. So that was something that, you know, it made like it was a off for me completely. So I usually never light glosses. Now that I'm home and I'm making looks only from home, I prefer those really nice, luscious, glossy, plumpy lips. That's the reason I use my glosses, but I don't use it when I'm going out. I still prefer probably a matte lipstick or a tint, because it's much more lighter and it obviously doesn't get to your mask as well, because even your matte lipsticks do get stuck to your mask. So tints are for me. And this is how Biscuity looks like. It's again a very brown shade, as you can see. It's a beautiful brown shade. It's again meant for every skin tone. The first one was Panna Cotta, which was meant for more of a fairer looking skin tone. So if you're on the fairer side, this particular shade is meant for you. Next two shades are someone with my skin tone would look great. Actually, I did apply the which one I did apply? I guess I applied this one. No, I applied this one. Okay, I applied Gelato. Yeah, I did apply actually Gelato before. I just had like little drops, and as you can see, it looks very subtle. But the only problem is, like, you cannot apply it like a matte lipstick. You just have to use it in a dotted technique, because if you go for like a full lipstick, it might become very sticky, and I don't like that kind of thing. So I do not prefer that. I like my lips to be like fully into lips, like all the lipstick should be there in my lips. I do not like half things down and half things not done. So yeah, that's all about it. I hope you like the first impression of Limoncello. Like, my hand is filled with a lot of colors right now. It's like very vibrant and again very neutral. And if you want me to make more such videos, please do let me know in the comments below. I would be trying out making looks around this particular range and posting it on YouTube, like a proper look. So yeah, please look forward to it. And if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that, because subscription is absolutely free. Also, if you have yet not followed me on my Instagram, what are you guys waiting for? Hit the follow button on my Instagram somewhere right here. And till the time I come back, please do take care of yourself. The COVID wave in India is just insane. So please do not go out, and if it is like unavoidable, please double mask, you know, keep your social distancing, and you know, sanitize like every now and then. Until the time I come back, please do take care of yourself, wash your hands, sanitize, wear your mask and go out and miss me.